Hello and welcome to Spark Freedom. In the last episode, I went to Lake Tahoe and then eventually ended up here. I'm at Point Arena Lighthouse, where I ended the last video. If you haven't seen that one yet, definitely go check it out. That was a really fun episode to make. In today's episode, I'm going to be continuing up the California into the Oregon coast, starting off with Fort Bragg, so that's where we're going to be heading first, and just continuing up from there. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dominic Ciaraglino. I turned my 2016 Chevy Spark into a car camper with a bed and cooler and just things that I need to live in here semi-long term. And I started my adventure in North Carolina, so roughly around 2,000 miles away, if not more, than from where I am now. So I guess without further ado, let's start driving, and I will see you all in Fort Bragg. Alright, I have made it to Glass Beach. I'm right now in the parking area, and the beach is right over there. I've never been here before. I've never been to Glass Beach or Fort Bragg, so it's going to be really interesting. I'm excited to see what it looks like, but I guess let's head on over there. I've made it down to the actual edge of the water, and there is just tons of sea glass. This is all sea glass. That's insane. There's so much of it, and it's all of this. Also, there's some seals around the corner that we're gonna go look at, sitting on some rocks. See them? Just sitting right there. Trying to get over here so we can get a closer look. Alright, this is as close as I can get to them. But they're just chilling out, enjoying the sun. Some of them are sleeping. There's one right here in the water. I think it looks like there's actually two. One there and one right there. I think this one right here is a baby. It looks like a little baby sitting right there. He's just chilling, sleeping sideways. Alright, now that we've seen the seals, let's go back over to the beach area and check out the more of that sea glass. I'm back on the beach area now, and I can totally understand why they call this Glass Beach. It's like, even just like that, tons and tons of glass. Like, this is all rocks and then different colored glass. I found this little shaded area that really shows like all the different colors of glass. See, it's all, every like brown spot you see, like this is glass. Here's a couple clear pieces of glass. This one still has a label on it. I can't read it, but that's really interesting. There's a lot of, like, here's a green one. Tons and tons of glass here. So cool to look at, and it all from a distance looks like gravel. So yeah, this is a really cool spot. I'm gonna look around, and if I find anything more interesting to film, I will film it, and if not, then I will see you all back at the car. Alright, I just got to my car again, and I moved not very far from Glass Beach. It's actually right on the other side of the hill over there. But I wanted to check out this trestle bridge real quick. It looks like, I think it was an old train bridge, and now you can walk on it. I'm not going to go back and walk on it. I have to go back around again, but I thought it'd look cool to see it from this side angle real quick. So let's go check it out and get a cool view of the ocean between the bridge. Alright, I'm just heading back to my car now from the beach. from the beach. I think this is called Pudding Creek Beach, if I'm not mistaken. But I have a long way, or 2.5 hour drive ahead of me. I'm going to Fortuna for the night, where I think I'm staying at a casino. So let me get back to my car and start heading that way. All right, I am back in my car. As you can see, Pudding Creek Trestles right behind me. That was a really cool beach. Only stayed for a couple minutes just to look around. I now have a 2.5 hour drive ahead of me as I head to Fortuna for the night. As I make my way up to eventually like Redwood and just keep going up the coast. But I guess for now I will see you all there. I'm gonna be staying at a casino tonight. It's really hard to find like BLM land or national park land that's like really close to the shore or the coast. So it's going to be a lot of Walmart and casino hopping for me, but that's all right. Gotta do what I gotta do to stay near to the ocean. So I guess without further ado, I will see you all up at Fortuna. All right, I've made it to home for the night. I am in Bear River Casino in the parking lot near the back in Fortuna. So this seemed like a nice place to stay. I looked on Campedium and it had a lot of good reviews and can't complain. It's just a nice little parking lot. So I will see you tomorrow as I start making my way, or as I continue to make my way north along the coast towards Redwood. Good morning. I'm getting ready to continue on to Redwood. Actually, I'm just about ready. I've got about an hour drive. I just wanted to take one more look at my camp spot last night. This is Bear River Casino. A little bit, it's kind of on the north side of Fortuna. So, and I don't know if you can see it in the video, but the coast is like right there. You can kind of see it, but it's hard to differentiate it from the sky. So, I guess without further ado, let's continue on and I will see you all in Redwood. All right, I am within Redwood State and National Parks. Specifically, I'm at Prairie Creek. I got a bunch of maps and stuff, stopped at a visitor center, and I am at one of the spots that he recommended, which is Big Tree Wayside. So, I guess let's get out there, walk down the trail a little bit, and go see some big trees. So here is the big tree. Not even 50 yards from the parking lot over there. And I can attest to the fact that this is definitely a big tree. This is massive. 23, almost 24 foot in diameter. Goodness. Humongous tree. I feel like I'm an ant in a forest or something. All these trees just seem so much bigger than they should be. This one has to be like 18 to 20 feet in diameter, almost. And they're hundreds of feet tall. Absolutely massive trees in every direction. I had seen some on the drive here as I was making my way north on 101, but none of them this big. It's super nice out too. It's a little bit on the cold side, so I'm wearing my Key West hoodie just to confuse people. And it's just super nice though, not a cloud in the sky. But, like, here's another one. They just reach into the sky. Humongous. Here's one of the giants that has fallen, and it just makes this massive wall that is a good bit taller than me. Here's kind of a smaller one that they had to cut in order to keep the trail going because it fell over the trail. I say this is smaller, but I'm about 5'7", and I can very easily lean on this. So this is probably right around 4, maybe 3.5 feet of tree. And that's considered small because some of these are absolutely giant. Oh, here's one that I have to go under. Interesting. Alright, so this was the big tree area, or big tree wayside, whatever it was called. I don't remember. Just absolutely massive trees in every direction. But I guess I'm gonna head back to the car and then see where I'm going next, because the ranger that I talked to marked a bunch of places on my map. I actually have like 3 maps. I've got a ton of maps, all different places within the park. So let's head to the next one. Took a quick second to stop and look at this tree, because you can walk inside this one. I mean, this one ain't doing too hot. It's literally just a husk of a tree, but look at that. Build a little house in here. Have a little tree house, I guess. Goodness, it's unfathomable how massive these trees are here. Actually, this is a really good opportunity to show you my car for scale against these trees. Goodness. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright, well, I am now in the town of Klamath, so only 5-10 miles from where I just was by the big tree, and I'm going to visit a drive-through tree, because of course if you've got a vehicle small enough to do it and you're in the Redwoods, you definitely got to drive through a tree. And there it is. There's the drive-through tree. It's actually literally only a couple hundred feet from the entrance to this place, so I am going to set up my tripod real quick and then I'm going to drive through the tree. Alright, I've got my mirrors all tucked in. I think I would fit with them open, but might as well have them closed. It feels weird driving with the mirrors pulled in like that though, but there's the tree. And let's drive through it. Definitely a tight squeeze. Here we go. And we're through. Just like that. Drove through a giant tree. That's really cool. It's super tight space though. Luckily I drive a little compact car, so not really too hard for this one. I guess let us continue to the next spot. This was a nice little tree, or definitely not a little tree, but a nice tree to check out on the way through, because this is kind of in the middle area. I was in the southern portion of the park when I went to the big tree. Now I'm kind of right in the middle in Klamath, and then I'm gonna continue to the north side, so let's get going. All right, I am down, what road is this? I need to look at my map real quick. I am down Howland Hill Road. This is kind of the last spot that the guy that I talked to at the visitor center recommended going down. So I can already see there are some massive redwood trees down here. So let's go on a little scenic drive. I've kind of got this place to myself. I saw one other car coming in here, because this definitely seems a little bit more hidden than the other places I've been. Some of these trees I'm passing between are just huge. There's like a good 5 or 6 of them right here that are just absolutely massive. I got my windows rolled down, got a nice little breeze coming in. Got to shift to second gear. 1 second, there we go. Here's a little tight squeeze. Well, it's not really all that tight, but there's a ton of huge trees right here that I kind of got to go between. I already have a really small car, but this just makes my car feel even smaller. I feel like I'm driving an RC car with how big these trees are. Alright, so I found this burnt out husk of an old tree. See, looks like it caught on fire at one point, and the top is just shattered up there, but you can get inside it, so let's go look at that. Alright, flashlight in hand. Creepy, dark, interdimensional tree. Probably appear somewhere else when I come back out. Oh, this is kind of freaky. Oh, okay, I'm inside. I made it inside the tree. Wow, you can see all the burn marks along the wall. And you can see out the top too. This is super cool. I guess let's get back out. By the way, I didn't say it earlier, but this area is known as the Grove of Titans, I think it was called on the map. And yeah, I can see why. There's just so many of these trees that are the size of my car in width or bigger. Like, you could park my car on top of that cut off stump right there. Here, let's look at this. I mean, this is just a stump, and it's probably times and a half my height. See? You can't even see the top of it. There's the top of it. Now, granted, it is lifted off the ground a little bit at the front, but I think it would still be a little bit taller than me by about a foot, even if it was laying perfectly flat. Alright, so I'm a little bit farther down the road now, but I had to stop and check this out. It looks like a tree fell and just destroyed half of this bathroom right here. It just absolutely decimated. As you can see, that's what it's supposed to look like. And this one's just been sheared right there. Looks like this might be the culprit right here. Whew. You know it's heavy because it's destroyed. There's a rebar hanging out and concrete just falling all over the place. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna keep driving. If I find anything else cool, I'll get back with you. If not, I'm gonna be camping up north of here, not that far, just barely south, I think, of the Oregon border. So I will see you all there. All right, I have made it to where I am staying for the night, just north of Redwood, and only like 4 or 5 miles south of Oregon. So I'm staying at a casino parking lot, but this one's got a nice little cover for me to kind of stay up next to, so I get a little bit of shade before the night, before the sun drops. But now that I'm outside of Redwood, I have another sticker to add, and I really like how this one looks. Let me get the glare off it. There we go. I thought this one looked really cool. When I saw it in the store, I had to pick this one up. I think I'm gonna put it like right there. I think that's a good spot for it. Alright, there we go. Another new sticker added. And then this one right here, the Point Arena Lighthouse, and this one, Lake Tahoe, were both in the last video. So if you haven't seen that one, definitely go check it out. But I guess for now I'm going to end the video. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. In the next episode, I am going to start up the Oregon coast. Not sure how far I'm going to go in that video. But I plan on going all the way up to right in the corner, Astoria or Tillamook right under that. So stay tuned for that. But for now, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all then.